Hello, hello, hello. Wait, where is it at? Mirror your. Here we go. Okay. All right, all right. Let's run this up. Hello, y'all. Hello, hello. Good evening and is it? It is evening. Hey, 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 hey. It's always mirroring. It's crazy. Welcome in, welcome in. Talk on it. I forgot the other cord. Hey, y'all. Welcome in, welcome in, welcome in. Welcome in. Welcome in. Hello, 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 everybody watching on the YT. Hello, hello, hello. Hello, America. Welcome in, friend. Welcome in. How are you? Happy Saturday, y'all. Happy Saturday. What's going on? What's going on? Happy Saturday. Greetings. Hello. Greetings, greetings, greetings. Hello. Happy Saturday. Appreciate you for being here. I will be co-streaming on the YT, the Book of Faces. Hi, take me there. Hello, hello, hello. I truly appreciate all of you guys for being here this afternoon. This is not usually my normal time, but I am going to do a collaboration today with another creator. And for all the new people that are here, my name is Janine. I talk about all things good. Good way to spend your lunch break. Yes. Hello, hello, hello. My name is Janine. I talk about all things personal finances. I am a financial coach, and again, hey Jay, I see you there, friend. Welcome in, welcome in. I was talking to the people on the YT. A lot of people, what's your content about? My content is about um, personal finance because I am a financial coach. I'm a Christian financial coach. So we do definitely talk about God. So my content is about personal finance, getting out of debt, saving money, and getting on a budget. So hey friend, welcome in, welcome in, welcome in. Hey, appreciate it. Yes, so definitely today, you guys, we're going to be talking about credit unions versus big banks. Okay. So we definitely will be talking about that today. So hopefully you guys learn some things, you take away some gems. Might be talking about like 3 credit unions. And yeah, so I'm so super excited. Thank you so much for being here. If you guys could tap out the live and share it out. Let's get the taps up, you guys. So we can get more people in the room. My camera is so we get more people in the room. Save more, spend less. I've saved you time. You short listen, right? I wish it was that easy where it's just save more, spend less. I wish it was just that easy. So, yes, I really wish it was that easy, friend. I do, but for most people, it ain't that easy. So that's what we definitely are going to talk about. I wish we could just save more and spend less, but life be lifing for a lot of us. Okay, so thank you so much. And again, if you guys could like out the live, I didn't share it out. Let's see if we share out the live. So we can get some more people in the room. Truly appreciate you guys for being here on this Saturday evening. Welcome in, welcome in. I want to get my business credit up. How do I do that? Business credit. Yes, there are a lot of ways to do that. You can send me a message, friend. It's in the descriptions, and I definitely can help you out with that. Okay. So yes, we definitely going to talk about it, you guys. Again, I'm probably going to I'm waiting a few. Thank you so much for liking out the live. Welcome in, you guys. Welcome in. Truly appreciate. How many lives have you done? A lot. A lot. So let's see if the other creator is ready, y'all. Let's see. Let's see what. Let's see. Here we go. Let's see if she's ready. But thank you guys for being here. Make sure you share out the live. Make sure you go watch some videos on the YT to get my watch hours up. I need my watch hours up and I need some subscribers. So if you're into personal finance, make sure you subscribe and go watch the videos. I'll truly appreciate you. Let's see. But yeah, y'all, let me know how your Saturday evening is going. Y'all know on Saturdays, I don't be on one. Okay. I'll be trying to be off of TT, y'all. Let me know how it's going on a Saturday. Let me know. Happy Saturday. Did y'all get some stuff done? I'm trying to get some stuff done, y'all. I'm trying to get the things done. Trying to be, get the content done. Enjoying these, these next couple days off. So I'm definitely enjoying the days off, you guys. Thank you so much for the likes. Welcome in, welcome in. I see you watching on the Book of Faces. Hey, hello. So let me know where you're watching from. Put it in the chat. Truly appreciate you for being here. Again, for all the new people that are here, my name is Janine. I talk about all things personal finances with God in the center. I am a financial coach. So I help moms get on a budget, save money, and get out of debt. So if that is something you're interested in, you are in the right place. Tonight you're welcome. Been a long week. Lionel, it's been a long week. Listen, I get it. It's been a long week for me too, friend. So I'm truly for the kingdom. Welcome in, friend. Hey, it's been a long week for me as well. Hey, friend. Hey, what's up? It's been a long week. Oh, Columbia, South Carolina. Oh, South Carolina in the building. Welcome in. It's been a long week for me as well. That's why I'm glad it's a Saturday and we don't have to go to work on Monday. So yes, super excited for all the people that are here. Again, I'll talk about all things personal finances. Truly appreciate you for being here. Make sure you share out the live. It would be greatly appreciated. But tonight we're going to talk about credit unions versus big banks. So if you have your money in a bank, yeah, we're going to talk about it tonight for sure. 3-day weekend, huh? Yes, for the kingdom. Yes, 3-day weekend. And I'm going to make sure I be productive this whole weekend and get some content out. Yes, 3-day weekend. And I'm so super excited because your girl needs a break for sure. I need a break for sure. But yeah, again, I was going to be collabing with another creator and get it, girl. Yes. We're going to be talking about credit unions versus big banks. So if you don't have your money in a credit union, what are you doing? I'm confused. So hopefully you get some gems from today's live, so you can make sure that you put your money in a credit union, okay? Because yes, the credit unions are better than the banks. I'm just gonna say it, y'all. Okay, it's better than the banks. And if you don't have it in a credit union, move your money. Okay, I'm just letting you know. I'm just letting you know. So here goes the other creator. Hey, friend. I can't hear you. Sorry. Oh, there you go. I'm about to say, I can hear you. You can hear me? No, I can hear you now. Welcome. You can hear me now? Yes, I can hear you now. Welcome in. Welcome in. I'm so sorry. No, get it. Oh, welcome in, you guys. Welcome in. And again, if you could tap out the screen and share it out so everybody can get this good information, you guys. Okay. We definitely will talk about it. We got a flash goal already. And for the people that don't know or are new to my live, I do co-stream. So I am co-streaming from YouTube, Facebook, and TikTok. So if you see me looking over here, you see me talking to other people over there, that's because that's my TikTok. Okay. So for 3 people, if you guys can give one TikTok live gift for my flash goal, sure. Thank you so much. Good afternoon. Hey, kids. Welcome in, friend. Welcome in. Dear friend, welcome in. Welcome in. Truly appreciate you for being here. Hey, friend. Yes. Oh, I love your hair. So pretty. Oh, thank you. Let me put my glasses on because I'm going to put my lipstick on. Thank you. Welcome in. Welcome in. So do you want to, so, let me, I guess my room is just starting to run, but people don't know you, so they need to introduce my name is Tashawn. I'm a financial health consultant. Me and friend over here met in her live. No, I think we met in Coach Jennifer's live. Correct. And then I started basically talking to you. Hey, Deanna. Hey, how are you? And so we got the meshing and we got the talking, and then you came across and you said, which was my soul about credit unions. And I was like, oh, we could talk all about that. And so I wrote the note, y'all. I wrote talk to death, y'all. That's basically what I did. And I said, when is you trying to mash up on this live, girl? Because I'm ready to go. I enjoy helping people understand their emotions about money, help them basically identify whatever their emotional trigger is with money, and then help them understand how money works for them, and then interrupt that spending trigger and get them to their goal. That's mainly what I talk about, and that's what I do. And I love this lady over here because she's so smart. Oh. Yeah, so if you guys are not connected to Coins and Confidence, right? Who does not love their name? Coins and Confidence. Like, I love that. Deanna, welcome in. So make sure you guys connect. Listen, it's this way. We got to point this way, y'all, because the way that the camera is this way. Make sure you guys connect with my friend Coins and Confidence, okay? We are both, Keish, you leveled up to Deanna. Welcome in, friend. Welcome in. Thank you so much for the follow. Welcome in. Thank you so much for grabbing your daily heart me. So yes, make sure that you guys connect. And we both are money coaches, you guys. Okay. So it's like, listen, if you may resonate with me in a way, but you may resonate with my girl. Okay. Queens and Confidence. And she's want to get your kids together. So if you want to learn it more in a way to get your kids together, then go follow her. Okay. I'm for the healthcare moms. Listen, I don't know if I got enough patience, y'all, for the kids. Now I got probably enough patience for my kids. Okay. But I really don't even have like a lot of patience for my kids, to be honest. But if y'all want some money advice for your kids, yep, we'll connect with her for sure. Yes. For sure. I'm your girl. All right, mama. So how did you want to start off? When did I come in at? I guess so. So we just wanted to really, I guess the biggest thing that we could just start off with is like the difference between, like credit unions. Because people are like, okay, so like, why should I do a credit union versus a biggest bank? Like, why should I do it? So I guess that's a good question. Mm-hmm. Do you want to start? You want to start it off? Or you want me to start it off? You can start. You can start.
So in my experience, the reason why I've always felt now I've experienced banks and I've experienced credit unions. And the difference between the two is we probably already know this, but banks, they are there for their shareholders. So we're talking about our big banks, right? But we can't really talk about them because in a way we're gonna be kind of bashing them. So I'm not gonna list any of the banks because I'm smart. But what I am gonna say is it's just like you're basically your neighborhood bank that you walk down the street or you look around and they all have shareholders. They have to basically, I like to say, please their shareholders. So there are some certain things that they don't really care about when it comes down to people deposit. They just want you to deposit their money. So then that with your money, so then that way they can actually pull off your money. You ever thought about how your money stays in the bank and they keep it as a number? Well, the truth is, if everybody starts putting the money off the bank, I'm putting money in that bank, and that bank has a certain type of amount. And then well, not the best part, but in their interest, they're able to pull out for that certain amount. So they basically borrow from us, right? A lot of institutions do this. But where the difference is with credit unions like they do the same thing, but the difference is they care about their members. So it's member based. So it's whatever you put into that bank, that that institution or that credit union, they're gonna actually do what you say. You have more control over credit union because of the fact that it's just like, think of it like a place where you actually have a vote, you can make a change, and they care more about you. And the reason why they do that is because they have to please you, not the shareholders. So they have way more opportunities to help you on your financial future. Because the real truth is, if you spend all your money, then you don't have money inside their credit union. So let's talk about it. If I went too fast, though, guys, let me know because I love talking about this, and I'm a fast talker, and I just had some guilty.
No, but she's right, y'all. Like, listen, the shareholders, and I would definitely agree with that. I do, and I probably will be repeating the same thing she said, but maybe say it in a little different way. So definitely credit unions are member owned, right? So they're member owned. That means you are the owner. So you're the owner. So they're member focused. They're going to have certain programs for you that the regular bank probably won't offer you. And I would say from my personal experience, like I had, one of my credit unions reach out to me and they were offering it just for their members, like special deals, consolidation, maybe for loans. Maybe they have, a new, like low interest rates for the loans. Like they always are going to be member focused. And honestly, for real, like, I think about like my experience with the other banks and then with credit unions, they treat you different, right? Like they just really treat you that, like they actually care about your money. They actually care about like how can they help you? How can they service you in a way? And that was the biggest thing that I would say. I have so much, experience dealing with the credit unions, and they honestly really care about their members. So that's one of the things that I would say, and that's exactly what my friend said. But then I will also say big banks are shareholder owned, which is the same thing. And that means that they exist to make profits for their investors. So they want to make profits off of us. Okay, y'all. Like they want to make money off of you. If you didn't know that, like, yeah, they want to make money, and they want to make money in any shape or form. So they like really don't care about whether oh, hey, Miss Kayla, hey, friend, welcome in. They really don't care, y'all. If you struggling to pay a bill, good evening, hey friend, welcome in, good evening. They don't care if you're struggling to pay a bill. They don't care if you had a hardship or anything like that, because they only care about if they can make a profit off of you, they will. I'm just saying, y'all.
Yep. Thank you. I'm getting all kinds of love because I'm going.
I know. So this was definitely a cue to like, you need to go on live more.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. What's crazy is this is my, I want to say, first live since, I want to say 2 months.
Okay.
2 3 months. Oh no, wait! I was on your live with you when we first met. So that's right. So maybe Deanna. So I have Deanna in the room. She might be coming over there.
She came
She
up
don't
there.
like banks either. She don't like to put her stuff in them either. And it's because she knows how to invest her money into insurance that will actually help you where you can build off of living benefits, right? With IULs and all that. But that's not this conversation. We can talk about that another time. But that is what she does. She will help you with all your investing your money and put it in the right place and make sure your family's protected. But speaking of that, with my experience with credit unions, I have had multiple different kind of credit unions. I enjoy them very much. The reason why, though, is there was a particular time when I used to work for the credit union too. And there was a particular time where I needed to move my money from the bank over to the credit union because I was tired of it was really like a loan. I got tired of the high interest rate that the bank was offering me, right? So it was kind of like yours where the credit union called. But what happened was I knew that they were having a sale because I was working for them at that time. So they would call out their members. So what they do in this particular thing is they're able to see if they can like pre-approve you. And then the best part is when they call you, that means you're going to get approved because they already know that you qualify for it. They're not going to basically waste your time or waste your credit or anything like that. They can already see what your thing is because of the fact that they have the ability to look at it like a pre-approved without like running your credit, right? So what they do is they would run the credit, but they only do it to the members that they knew that was going to be approved. So I got the call and I went from my my interest rate was, what was it? I forgot what bank it was at, and I'm not going to say the bank, but it was like 7 something like that. Yeah, because my credit wasn't good at the time when I first got it. And then when I went over to credit union, my thing was 287. 2.87%.
Nice. So and I was about to say, I just wanted to speak on that's exactly what just happened to me a few months ago. The credit union called me, you guys, and was like, I consolidated one of my loans. And at first I was like, wait a minute. I don't know if I should consolidate it, but I did. And just like, Tashawn is saying, they was like, well, we already have you pre-approved. And listen, y'all, not only did they pre-approve me, they didn't even pull my credit. They did a soft pull and they approved me for the cards, and the interest rate is the same way. So listen, a big bank ain't gonna do that for y'all. Listen, they do a soft pull on your credit, and then you don't even like, who gets credit cards without a hard pull, right? They didn't even do a hard pull. They approved me already, which Tishawn, like this is just verifying that this is correct information, because this is exactly what happened to me. Like they was like, yes, we got you pre-approved or whatever. And the process was very smooth, and I moved my money over. And again, I went from an interest rate at the time, one of my credit cards, I think the interest rate was like 28% to 4%. So let's do the math, y'all. 28% that was on one of my credit cards, and I moved it and it was 4%. So here's the thing. We definitely want to have, exactly, Jazz, right? We definitely want to have this a little bit more engaging. So put CU in the chat if you have a credit union, or put bank in the chat if you have a bank. Okay, so let's see, who is here. Do you have a credit union or do you have a bank? And let us know how you feel about it.
Yeah.
Yes.
But I want to know. Too, if you got to know, we don't do banks.
Y'all don't do that. You see you. Okay, nice. Okay, Jazz, you said see you. Anybody else in the chat? Now listen, but work for a big bank. Oh, okay. Look, Jazz said see you, but work for a big bank. Let me know, people that is watching on the YT and the Book of Faces. Put see you in the chat if you have a credit union or you have any experience with them, or put bank in there if you like. You know what? I'm just gonna do with the banks. I get it. Listen, no shame, no guilt here. Whether you have a bank or not, this is just us giving you information. Keishu says 2 CUs. Yes, I love that. Love that. Let me know.
Which one?
Darnell, welcome in, welcome in. Truly appreciate you. Hey, friend. Oh, welcome in, welcome in.
Put yours in the chat.
Yes. Okay. So nobody, look, nobody is scared. I don't want anybody to be scared to say, listen, I got a bank, but I don't want to put it in the chat. Put it in the chat. It's okay if you have a bank. Okay. We are definitely want to give you information, and then you also do your research yourself. Broadway views in Albany and Navy Federal. That's what Keish put in. Listen, Navy Federal, y'all. Listen, if y'all don't have it, y'all missing out. But here's what I will say with Navy Federal. And a lot of you have to know, you have to know somebody in the military to get in there. So it's not just like a typical credit union where you just can, you got to know somebody. I'm a military mom, y'all. So that I'm a military mom. You didn't know that, Keish? I mean, you didn't know that, Sean? Yes, my oldest is in the Army.
What?
Yeah.
Oh, he's brave.
He's in the Army.
Brave,
yeah.
brave.
So I am.
Well, thank you so much for your service, because it's hard for families as well as the people that do the service themselves. So thank you so much for your service, and I'm really happy that your baby is thriving.
Yeah, listen, y'all, I cried boohoo when I had to send him on that plane to boot camp, y'all. Y'all just don't even know. Okay, I was like, Lord Jesus, please protect my child. Okay, protect my child. So yes, it definitely is. Hard being a military mom, but yeah, he definitely is. He's doing good. So, okay, so nobody got no banks. Okay. Type of. Yes. And so again, you guys, like, see you, Miss Kaylana, you said see you. Okay. All right. Good. Okay, good. That's great. And we want to keep sharing out the live, you guys. Broadway View in Albany, New York, and Navy Federal. Okay, so Keish said Broadway View in Albany, New York, and Navy Federal. Okay, so nice. Broadway View. I've never heard of that, but probably because it's New York. Yeah, so I think it's because it's based in New York. Yeah, but the best thing that happened to me, Miss Kaylani said, it's the best thing that happened to me. Listen, I totally agree too, Miss Kay. I'm like, I'm just not going back for sure not. Broadview. Oh, listen, Keish, wait. She's like, listen, she's telling me, Keisha, I'm saying Broadway. And she's like, girl, Broadview. OMG. Thank you so much, Ash. Welcome in, friend. Welcome in. Hey, Queen. Hey, Ash. Welcome in. We are talking about credit unions versus big banks. Ash, so put in the chat if you have a credit union, put CU, or if you bank with a bank, put bank. And either way, this is a safe space. Welcome in, Ash. So welcome in. Look, Keish, though, look. See you and wait, Ash, you gonna come in front and say see you and bank? Wait a minute, friend. Okay, wait. See you in bank. Well, look, banks. Look, banks gotta go, Ash. Okay, banks gotta go. I'm just saying, like. Look, I know. They do. Do you have a loan with them, Ash? If you don't mind sharing. Well, you know what? It was one of my business accounts. Okay, it was one of your business accounts. Okay, so this is my question to you, Ash. Right? How? Hello. How do you think your experience with the bank is rather than the credit union? Let me know. Welcome in.
Now, Fred, did you know that you could actually bring people up on the panel now while you live? While you code?
What do you mean bring them up like through?
Like somebody has to come up. I saw it to where like if you're still with someone in another room, you can bring people up on the panel, but I've never seen it. Hold on.
You bring people up on the panel actually while you're closing?
Yeah, I've seen them people doing it, but hold on. swear I seen it.
Take turns to perform while each. Let me see. Take the stage. What is this? Catch being. Oh, that's a game. Play. Thank you so much for the populars. If you guys again can tap out the live and share it out, you guys.
Thank you for watching from the FYP. Come on in. We're talking about how basically credit unions versus banks and what each can do for you.
I love credit union. I have to.
Janine's room saying that they have a bank and they have a credit union, and we want to know what the bank has done for them. We are curious. Thank you for coming in, Beckonista. Hello, Queen Shay. How you doing, Mama? Thank you. Okay.
Thank you so much.
Did they answer? Did they tell us what it is?
Well, she said that she had her business account there.
Business account. Okay. So does the credit union that you
the bank was for setting up one of my biz. Okay. The bank was setting up one of her biz.
Perfect. So my question is now for her is, does your credit union offer business accounts? Because there are some credit unions that actually offer business accounts, and they actually are more beneficial because they will be more open and doing anytime you want to do business credit, or they'll be more open with loans and stuff when you have multiple accounts with them. So I'm curious, does your credit union have business accounts? And if it doesn't, or if it does, do some research and see. But I'm wondering. She
said, yes, I have one. She said, yep, she had one. Thank you so much for the populars, you guys.
Perfect. That's good to know. Good to know.
Okay, so I guess also too, so I can I guess I can talk. Well, we kind of already really talked about. Thank you so much, Ash, for the populars. And if you guys can again share out the live, truly appreciate you. I guess I can, really. So what I'll do is I'll talk about. We kind of really talked about Navy Federal a little bit, but I guess I'll talk about some of the rates that they have, and then you can talk about one of the banks that you have on the West Coast. So again, you guys, Navy Federal, right, is not for everybody. You have to have some type of military. That's one of mine. That's one of mine too, Ash. I absolutely love it. My experience with them was really, really good. And just doing some research on Navy Federal right now, you guys. So their regular savings account right now is at 0.25. I always talk about high yield savings account. So we 0.25, you guys. I mean, if you just starting out and you yes, that's too low. Is that, Ash? I was literally about to say that. I'm like, okay, now 0.25, you're not even getting a percent off of there. But again, you know how when you open up a checking account and a savings account, I get it. But like your emergency fund or any type of savings, you need to have it in a high yield savings. Okay. But again, y'all know with the credit unions, the savings account is at 0.25 right now. Now their money market accounts is around 1.4%. Again, y'all, L, welcome in, friend. Welcome in. Thank you so much for grabbing your daily heart. Me, L, welcome in. 1.4%, you guys, on a money market savings account. Again, if you're in a high yield savings account, the minimum for the high yield savings right now is 3.5. So again, good evening, friend. Good evening. You are going to get more. Listen, because let me tell y'all something. If y'all don't learn anything from us tonight, compound interest is your friend. Do you understand? Compound interest is your friend. So in order for you to get more, have your money grow and have the compound interest grow, the interest rates on the savings accounts needs to be higher. Well, thank you so much for the Super Bowl, L. Thank you so much, friend. Thank you so much.
Let me ask you, and ask your room, and I'm going to ask my room too. Do they know what compound interest is? I'm sure they do, but you might have some new people in there that might not know what it is and why it's important to have an account with compound interest. If you want to break that down for you.
That's a great question, you guys. Oh, do you know? Okay, put it in the chat if you like, girl, I don't know what you're talking about when you talk about compound interest. So let me know. Let me know if you guys are like, no, I really don't know what I don't. Please explain. Ash, thank you so much for the Super Bowls. Thank you so much. See y'all. Listen, and I'm thinking, I'm assuming, you know what? Keish, great question. Compound interest. Let me see how we can break this down in an easy way.
You go ahead.
You
I know, but I want to hear what you gonna say.
You want to hear? So I'm feeling like, how do I say it's so compound interest is the interest that you're gaining. Look, I need all the information. So it's the interest that you're gaining on interest on interest. So like interest that you're gaining on your money, and it compounds. Now I may be saying that in a wrong way, y'all, but hopefully, let me just say, it's the good stuff, right? Let me just say it's the good stuff, y'all. I'm trying to think. So basically, I'm trying to think about how should I say it in a way. You can listen, because I feel like I know what it is, but I want to say it in a way.
We like to get it on sometimes, and it's hard to explain it. And the best part, this is how I always explain it. I just explained it to my babies.
And this is the good thing.
Think of compound interest like this. Okay, so you got a savings account, right? We all know about savings accounts. We also know that the bank gives us money when we put money in those savings accounts, right? It'll be like a certain percentage, right? So how compound interest works, the reason why high-yield savings accounts are important is because, one, they give you a higher rate on how much money the bank's gonna give you back. But then compound interest is you have something and the bank puts some on top. And you have something and then the bank puts something on top. And the longer you keep it in there, the more they put on top. That's how you get compound interest. Because all it is money on top of money on top of money. And the best time to start is always start little. If you don't have most high yield savings accounts, that's why they're important. Or you can even get the money market accounts, whatever you choose. Most of them, they don't start with type of funds. Like some accounts, you got to have some type of amount in it to keep it free. Just do your research. And okay, I have a question about what I suggest. I'll go ahead and I'll tell you what I suggest on the high yield savings in 1 second, but I'm just going to finish this. So most of them, you don't even have to, you can start with $1, you can start with $5, you can start with 10, it doesn't matter. And they don't have, they don't have a minimum amount to keep in there. And you don't have to like do a big deposit. So the ones I recommend is one with Wealthfront, because I only open mine with just $1, and they have it at 3.5%, as from what I can tell. I'll look it up again. And then the other one is Marcus by Golden Shacks.
Mm-hmm. I've heard of them. Yeah,
pretty good too.
They are pretty good.
Yes, and so if you guys want to look at them, I actually have them in the link in my bio. So if you ever want to look, I have a link there. You go ahead, go to my bio. They're like in the last 2, and you'll see them there, and you can start them, and they're free, and you don't even have to start an account. You just go through it and call it a day. But those are my recommendations, and I always recommend having any type. If you're going to put your money in the bank, which I don't like putting my money in the bank, but if I have to and I need to get access to it quick, like an emergency fund, like friend said, that's where I would put it. I would go there. And that's why. Does that answer your question, guys? I'm curious.
Listen, yes, I'm about to say, I definitely listen. I'm looking like lost for words, but maybe I could say it, definitely. And yes, thank you, Keisha. Definitely thank you. And Jazz, she said she has markers. Yes. So also too, and I'm thinking about, and it's, I guess the analogy would be almost the same, because I was thinking about it as, and it's so crazy, you guys, because I think sometimes us as like money coaches or as financial coaches, Belle, welcome in, friend, welcome in. Thank you so much for grabbing your daily heart. We kind of like know the lingo and we say it so much. Hello, and then it's just like to people that are not in the finance world to like understand. So listen, the same analogy when we talk, because I'm thinking like, oh well, what compound interest, but I kind of like no, but to explain it in a way for people to understand. So that is like a very good question. And also too, I would say too, like this is an example. So if you say that $1,000 $1,000, let's say you have $1,000 to save in an account and it earns interest. You only earn interest on the $1,000, but compound interest, which is honestly, you guys, this is like content that I'm going to probably be doing, like, because I'm like this, because it's like, you know what, like you say stuff and you think that people will know, but they really don't know. So simple interest would be you only earn interest on the $1,000, but compound interest would be you earn interest on the $1,000 plus the interest that it earns each month or year. So it's the same thing like Tashawn said, that's why people say the compound interest, because it is like a snowball. So you earn interest on the on the $1,000, and then you're earning more interest on it each month, and that's how it compounds. That's exactly how it compounds. So yes, Tashawn is absolutely right, you guys. Listen, yes.
Well, friend, you weren't gonna let me be up on here if I wasn't.
Yes, listen, y'all better make sure y'all connected with my girl. Okay. Definitely. And that's a really good question though. That's really good. Really good.
Because here's the thing, a lot of people always say, oh, you gotta have a high yield savings account, or you gotta have compound interest. But us as leaders in our communities, we have to explain what they are, because people are just opening up accounts and not even knowing and not even taking advantage of them, right? So we got to take advantage of what is available for us, because there are some accounts out there where you have to charge, and you got to keep a certain amount in it, and then they barely even give you money back. That's why it's very important to have to do your research. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
And experience the things yourself, so that way you can actually teach on what you actually know, then not just off of what you've seen on the internet. Like with friend over there, she knows a lot of this stuff because she's actually experienced a lot of this stuff. I know a lot of stuff because I've experienced it and I can teach it, just off the dime of a head. So that's just how it is. But I'm glad y'all asked that question.
Yeah, it was a really good one. Okay, so what bank? Yeah, so I also was saying, so Navy Federal, you guys. So I said that their money market accounts right now is at 1.4, and then their CDs, because I get this question a lot about CDs. Right now, their CDs are around 3.8% to 4% for Navy Federal. Now, this is the thing now, and a lot of people ask me about CDs, like, oh, should I put my money in a CD rather than like a high yield savings account? Because technically, the interest would be like the 3.8% for Navy Federal right now. That's probably around the going rate of the high yield savings, depending on your. So it's like, the question could be, well, why I could put in now, if you get a CD that may have, oh, thank you so much, Keish, for the flower, friend, for the forever rose out. Thank you, friend. The question may be, so why should I put my money? I could put it in a CD and it can gain more interest, right? Which we talked about the interest. Or should I put the high yield savings? Should I put the money in a high yield savings? So here's what I would say to you guys. It depends on the job of the money, right? Because we always tell you that the money has to have a job. So if you have an emergency fund and you need access to that money at any point in any time, I would not recommend you put your money in a CD. The CDs are locked. Well, not locked, but like usually you get a CD for 3 months or 6 months or 12 months is usually a period of time that you're getting that interest. It's not like if you put your money in a CD, friend, this is something we need to talk about on our next call. This is good information. Oh yes, be sure we'll talk about it, Keish. But again, like I said, it depends on what you're doing with it, because I'm not like anti-CDs. That's not what I'm saying, right? If you need liquid, don't do a CD. There will be penalties. Exactly, Jazz. Exactly. So it's like if you need liquid money, like if something, your tire blew tomorrow, something, then the high yield savings would be the better option. But if you're saying, you know what, this is a different savings. Let's say that you have a trip, right? Like you have a trip in 6 months, or maybe you're doing something next year and you want to get the higher interest rate for, your money, then I would say put it in a CD for sure. I'm not like anti CD. Go ahead.
Let me ask you this. So 2 things for those who don't know what CD is. What is that?
Look at you trying to have CDs are super big.
There might be some people those CDs are. So, and then their significance, because I want to touch on one thing with the certificate. Well, certificate deposit. CD.
Yeah, look, yeah, certificate of deposit. Listen, these are such good questions.
Yeah.
So, because it's like the acronyms we probably know, but like everybody doesn't know. Like, okay, what is a CD? And listen, yep, Jazz just said a CD is a certificate of deposit. Yes, Jazz. Jazz, well, wait, Jazz, your heart is ashy, friend. Can you grab your daily heart, me, friend?
You're ashy.
It's like,
So, friend, let me ask you this. Remember how you said, chat, go ahead and put your questions in the chat too, and then of course my,
right back.
On the YouTube, on the YT, I want to hear this from y'all as well. So my question to you is, remember how you said you have, if you want to go ahead and it depends on the job of the money, right?
Right.
You want to go ahead and you want to set aside the money, and so you go ahead and you're like, okay, I'm gonna go ahead and take a trip on this day, this day, this day. Here's the question. So how certificates of deposits work is, can you go ahead and add money to them? Now you said they were locked. So that means that you go ahead and you grab a bulk of money. Are you able to go ahead and continue putting money in there? Or is it just like all locked in? Like one big old lump sum, or can you continue putting money in it?
I know that some CDs have some rules. I'm looking at the chats. It says, what are some high yield savings or compound banks or companies? User, we're definitely going to talk about it. Give us a second. You ask, can you add money to it?
Like with certificate of deposits, are we able to add money to them? Or, and I'm really just asking for people in the room, because I know the answer, you know I know, but I'm asking for people in the room. Are you able to add money to them? Or do you have to take a certain amount and then start them? Like, say if I wanted to, like, I know that I'm going on my vacation next year. Can I add $100 to them monthly? Or do I have to, off top, give $5,000 because that's what I want to start with for my vacation?
So the short answer is no.
Got you. So you cannot add money.
Yes, you cannot add money to a CD until it ends. So whatever, right. So if you got a CD for 6 months, and Keish, look, I think you can add money to it. See, okay, see, listen, and it's so crazy because again, these are just topics and questions that we definitely need to talk about. So yes, if you get a CD, certificate of deposit, you cannot add money to it until the ending of, let's say, so CDs are 3 months. If you get a 3-month one, you cannot add money until after the terms are done. So this is it, and that's why I said CDs are locked, you guys. So CDs will not be a good option if you need an emergency fund, because if you put your money in a CD and it's a 3-month CD, you cannot get your money out. Now, there probably some ways for you to get it out, but there are penalties on it, and the fees are really, really high. So the whole purpose of you trying to gain the interest on your money, you're not going to get it if you take it out early. So that's why it's like no purpose for you to do it. So only put your money in a CD if you know that you're not going to touch this money for a certain period of time, and you want to allow the interest rate for it to mature. If you say, you know what, I might touch it or I might need it, just put it in a high yield savings account, because in that way it's not locked.
Yep. And that's why we say put your emergency fund. If you're going to do savings accounts, put that in there. And I do have, and this is going to be just off topic for one quick second, friend. And this is just an idea, and you just chime in on it. If we want to put money into the account itself, and we want to go ahead and be able to grab the money as well, would you recommend that? Actually, you know what? I'll ask the question after, because it's really off topic. It's about IULs. You know?
Oh, yeah. Hey, y'all, Miss Lisa. Hey, y'all, worked in a bank for 11 years, 26 too long. Love that you're doing this. Hey, Miss Lisa, welcome in. So listen, you can chime in, friend, on this bank talk, credit union versus banks. So you've been in the banks, so you can give us some opinions. So she said she worked in a bank for 11 years. 26 years too long. So you could definitely chime in on this. We're talking about credit union versus big banks. So what is your opinion about that? Since you've been working in a bank, do you like the banks or do you like the credit unions? Let us know.
Let us know. So what I wanted to share then, I'm going to pick your brain on something. This is one of the credit unions I actually have. It is a credit union that's over here in my local city area, which is in Sacramento. That's the reason why I'm saying that. The credit union is called Safe Credit Union. And the reason why I bring it up is because they have, now I think it's the way they do it, I think it's more of how a credit union's preference, or the institution's preference, because they have one certificate of deposit where you can add money to it.
Wait, do they?
Without removing. You can't remove it, but you can add money to it. And it's called a bump up. Now, how they do it in two different ways. The first, it's called an add certificate, because they got three different types. Sorry about my baby in the back. If you can hear her, she's calling for me. We might have a guest later. We'll see how it goes. But they got three different kinds. Now, if y'all want to look it up, it's called Safe Credit Union. And a lot of some credit unions do this. But one of them is called a certificate. You basically, how I have it is I have it for my kids' college fund, and it doesn't gain a lot because you can keep money to it. You change it a lot, so they don't lock. They lock it in a way where you can add money, you just can't take money out until the end of the term, right? So there are some credit unions, to your point, friend, is that you can't add, you just can never remove unless you want to pay penalty fees. And then they have another one called the bump up. So what happens is within the time of the credit union or the term of the certificate, you have one time that you can add money to it, one time. But it's like they're imagining you lock it up with $5,000 or $500, and then you one day get your tax refund or something, and you want to put it towards something. Let's just say you get a big bonus, you get a tax refund, whatever. You can literally add it to it one time and then get the high interest.
Really? So they allow you to add. Okay, so listen, y'all. Yep, you're welcome. So wait a minute. Do y'all hear this? So again, so that's why it's always good to have, information. Good evening, friend. Hey, friend. Hey, Sharika. Hey, friend. Hey, fantastic. Welcome in, y'all. Welcome in. So we are talking about credit unions versus big banks today. Okay, you guys. So for the new people that are coming in, welcome in, welcome in. Truly appreciate all of you guys for being here. So so we're talking about right now CDs. So you know how I said, y'all, that now this is, I will say, this bank or what they're offering is not usually common, but most of the time when you print your money in a CD, it's locked. But this is why you guys have to do your research, because our friend Tashawn, she's telling us about the bank Safe. What's it called?
It's called Safe Credit Union.
Safe Credit Union. Okay, where they allow you to add money to the CD, but you can't withdraw it without a penalty. So okay, so this is good. Okay.
But the good news is, and the whole point of that is always do your research on whatever you want to invest in, guys, because you never know. It's not a common thing, and they're not going to tell you until you actually ask. So always ask, hey, is there a way for me to add it? Even if you think it's going to be no, always ask the question, because you never know.
Oh, yes. So make sure y'all writing down your notes. So again, like I said, I'm not like an anti-CD, but just make sure that your money has a purpose. So true. Yes. You know what I mean? Like that's what we talk about, zero-based budgeting. And hey Lex, hey Welcome in, friend. Welcome in. Make sure that your money has a purpose. So again, if you feel like, I'm gonna put my money in a CD for 6 months and get the higher interest rates, and you want to make some money off of money, offer your money, then yeah, do it. But like, thank you so much for grabbing your daily heart me. But I would say though, thank you so much for the Sunday bowl, y'all. Oh, thank y'all so much. But yes, if it's again, like if you want the money to be liquid, then I would just say the high yield savings. So this is good.
Yep, good question.
This is good. Listen, hopefully y'all learning. Welcome back in. Welcome back in. And if you guys could tap out the live, we're at 14K. Make sure you go connect with Coins and Confidence. Make sure you go follow her, you guys, and make sure you tap out her live as well.
I need some friends, y'all. Except for Vanessa. Vanessa came over here to hang out with me. Thank you, Vanessa, for hanging out with me tonight.
Yes.
Okay. So my question, my thing I want to share with you, friend, is I have another credit union. I don't know if don't know if it is over there. That's what I couldn't find out, is like where they were located. For some reason, their location map was down, or I could have just been looking wrong. But the credit union I'm talking about is Chevron Federal Credit Union. Have anybody in the chat on the YT heard of Chevron Federal Credit Union?
Ms. Lisa said, I can remember when CD rates were 7 to 8%. Man, Ms. Lisa, I don't 7 to 8% right now, y'all, on a CD. Do you know how much interest? Okay, we wish it was that way. We wish it was 7 to 8% on a CD.
But anyway, if anybody has heard of it, this is what my experience was with them. Okay. And this is funny because I had actually came from a bank to them. So thank you. So what happened was I had a bank. Oh, thank you so much. I appreciate my Sunday. I had a bank. I'm not going to say who the bank was, but I had a bank, and they told me that I forgot there was some fraud or something happening on my account, that they were going to protect me and everything was fine. I said, okay, I go ahead and open up my other bank. So then somehow the fraud comes over to my new account. So I sit there and I'm like, what's going on? Long story short, turns out, and it's sad to say this, but it was an employee. That's why I'm not going to say who the bank was, okay? Because I don't want to tarnish their reputation.
Okay.
But the bank took care of it. But I bring this up because they ended up reporting. Oh, there's my husband in the back. They ended up reporting my account as being like to the, you know how they report your account when you have, what is it called? Check systems or something like that?
Yes.
They reported it to check systems. Now, I don't know why they did that. If it was fraud, I think it was like a whole mistake, whatever the case may be. Anyway, so I'm bringing up Chevron Federal Credit Union. So I go ahead, years later, and with Chevron Federal Credit Union, I didn't know about check systems at this time, okay? So they look it up and they say, hey, what's going on? Why this and this? And I'm like, I don't know, I have this. I show them papers, all that. So what they did was they actually investigated and they got it removed off of check systems. Normally they don't do that. But I think it was because it was a one-off kind of thing. But the reason why they did that for me was because they knew I was a good person. They knew that, and I had the paperwork, and I had everything that backed me up about what I was saying. So they took it upon themselves to talk to the investigation department and go ahead and get that thing removed off of me.
Nice.
But outside of that, they also have money market accounts, to your point. They have money market accounts. I have to look at it again because my husband just took the iPad, so I can't look at it, my notes. But from what I understand is for a child, they can, for their first, I think it's $1,000, they have the interest rate where it is the compound interest too, y'all. It is first 1,000, I think it's 7%. Then after that, it goes down to the money market, goes down to the regular, whatever the market is. So if you said the money market is 1 point something, then it'll go back 1 point something. But the good news about them is you can open your account online and they use Zelle.
Nice. Nice. Okay.
So I love them. They're super nice. That was my experience with them. I've had way more experiences with them. But my whole point is, with that situation with the bank, it was kind of like, well, why didn't you just like take care of it? Like, why would you report that? It doesn't make any sense. And then why did it have to take another institution to take care of it?
Yes. So that was the bank, right?
That was the bank. And the credit union is
the one that took care of it. See, so I'm just saying, we just saying, y'all. Listen, if y'all don't learn anything from this live, if you got your money in a bank, move it. Okay, move it. I would say that the next credit union for me, you guys, is the name of it is called Freedom Credit Union. So if you ever get a chance, make sure you look at Freedom Credit Union. Thank you so much for the roses, Jazz. Thank you so much, Foxy. Foxy, welcome in. For Freedom Credit Union, you guys, honestly, they were really good. So they helped me when so I've been in this house for 3 years and I was a homeowner prior to that. They didn't want to fire that employee. Probably that's what Ms. Lisa said. They probably didn't want to fire that employee, so they probably just covered it up and removed it. Thank you so much for the 2020. Yes. So I will say, yeah, I have thank you so much for the 2026's Foxy. I had a really good experience, you guys, from Freedom Credit Union. So what I did was I had sold my first house and I was trying to in the process of buying the second house, and I was trying to get my credit together. So they gave me a program. I forgot the name of the program, but it was just basically a program for their members only, where you had to take a class and it wasn't a homeowners class, but it was just like a different one. I forgot what it was. And basically, yeah, it was like an educational one for credit. And also, I also did a secure credit card, y'all. So we gonna talk about it. So I know people are like, girl, what is a secure credit card? But I will say, I just want to say, listen, we dropping gems, y'all, okay? Because this is what people pay us for, okay? So listen, I'm just saying that we dropping gems. We dropping some gems, y'all, okay? Because I just wanted to tell y'all, this is what people pay us for. I'm just saying. But since y'all my community and I love you guys, I'm going to tell you, right? One of the ways to increase your credit score, okay, in a faster way that's legit, because you have them ways out here, y'all, that it's not legit, okay? But one of the ways to increase your credit score is to get a secure, come on somebody, yes, is to get a secure credit card, y'all. So let's just talk about what's a secure card, okay? A secure credit card is I gave the bank $500, or you can give the bank $1,000. Usually, I think the minimums usually is anywhere between $500 to $1,000, but I feel like for the majority of the time it's usually like $1,000. I think that the card that I got was like $1,000. You give the bank that money and they give you a line of credit. And you basically almost is like you're paying yourself back. So you have bad credit and you want to start to have some, positive credit on, building up your credit. If your credit's like in the 500s, this is one of the ways that you can boost it up. Again, you're going to give the bank the money. They're going to give you a line of credit, and then you just use it like a regular credit card. They report it to all the bureaus, all the 3 bureaus. And then at the end, I think for Freedom, this is one of the ones that I talked about. They, I think the term was like a year. Right. So at the end of the year, if you make sure that you pay off, you use the credit card just like a regular credit card, make sure you keep it under 10%, make sure you're paying it off. Then at the end of the year, they will, it's the purpose is to increase your credit score. Right. So if your credit score is increased and at the end of the year, they'll give you your money back and then they'll give you the line of credit.
Yeah.
So basically, this is one of the ways for you to increase your credit score, you guys. Okay.
Yeah.
So listen, if y'all listen, this is what they listen. We giving out free gems. Okay. That's the only gem I'm giving out. Okay. That's the only gem, you guys. But I will say that I have done this. This is how I started out. Yes. I have personally done this, you guys, because I had to get my credit up. Because when I sold my first house, in order for me to get the second house, my credit took a little dip because the 15 years or 16 years that I had on my credit for the first house, when I sold it, all of that 15-year history went off because the loan was closed and everything like that. So that's why I had to boost my credit up, y'all. So trust me, this is just one of the hacks. Okay. I'm just going to let y'all know this is one of the hacks. So if y'all want to know more of the hacks that your girl has done, okay, listen, make sure that you put hack in the chat and I will send you some Sultry Nina, welcome in, Pearl. Welcome in. Listen, not only the blessings. Hey, Pearl. Listen, we gotta connect because heck, look, Keish, you are heck. America, Keish, you are listen, Keish is a client of mine. Keish, you know I'm already gonna give you the gym, Keish. So I'm talking about all the new people that you honestly want to know about different things. Yes, I improved my credit this way as low as 300. Yes. So Foxy said she got a secure credit card as low as 300, y'all. So again, that's really low, but that's good. That is good. And again, this is a legitimate way for you to boost your credit. So listen, you guys, right? Yes, I think that was really good. So again, you guys,
in the chat. Let me share one thing too. So with secure cards, they're basically a way like they say, okay, well, I can't front you the money, so let's use your money to go ahead and build your credit. And then here's what I like to use them for. Just use them as a gas card.
Yep.
But here's the trick. Whatever you use them for, make sure you have it in your account the same day. So then that way you go ahead, you wait for the bill to come out so it can report, and then you pay it. Yes. Okay, you pay it on the date. Make sure you put it as the balance, and you always pay it on the date because it's gonna report to the credit bureaus that you used it and that you paid it off. That's how you get out of credit with it out of debt. And here's another little hack. Another little hack is, remember how I said about kids, right? You can put your kids on your credit as long as you make sure you are being responsible. Don't just put them on everything. But you can put your kids on your credit as authorized users and start building their credit and then protect them. So when they turn 18, they don't be out here having to basically, get a secured card, get it this, get it that, get it that. But protect them though, right? You want to start them and then protect them. That's a good little thing on that. Is that your thought on trade? What is your thought on trade lines? I'm thinking about getting one. Okay, DeAndres, we're going to go ahead and talk about that because I got you on trade lines. You might have to DM me on that one. Yeah, DM me on that one because that's going to be a little, you got to pay for that one. But I got you.
Look, the personalized advice, you guys, listen, let's just be personalized advice. We give you a little gems, but again, that's why, we are on here to make sure that you connect with me and also to Coins and Confidence. Because again, that's what we're here for, to help each and every one of you guys. We are so passionate about the personal finances, but it's like, we'll give you the information, but like the implementation or the personalized advice, send us a message. Make sure you go send her a message, you guys, because again, it's so important. These are the things that they don't teach. Trade lines, CDs. What should I do first? Should I pay off this debt? What is this? What's the debt? Like, these are some of the things that we teach in our, in our coaching sessions. So make sure you go send her a DM. But also too, like I said, to bring it back to the Freedom Credit Union, that's what I did. These are one of the ways that I did to to increase my credit, you guys. So yes, make sure. Cass, welcome in, friend. Welcome in. Thank you so much for, I appreciate both of you ladies. Yes, Keisha, you know, Keisha, I ain't gonna hold it back. Okay. My clients that are actually, you know, I'm telling y'all all the gems. We get it all the way together. So Keisha's like, wait a minute, heck, I want the heck. Everybody that put hacks in the chat, if you are not a current client of me, put heck in the chat if you want some more information about ways to increase your credit score. You need some financial help, put it. Great information. Thanks so much, Ash. Thank you so much.
Friend, let me address this. So one of my, okay, so he says, okay, someone said pay the high end one, like an 8-year-old 35K for $800, like a car purchase. Okay, yeah, Deandra, you're gonna have to talk to me on that one, because I know what you're talking about. You're talking about the avalanche effect. So what that is you take the high interest of the credit lines, and then you basically, like, and I'm sure, I already know Janae's room. I'm not Janae, I'm thinking of my baby. I'm sorry.
It's okay. People call me all the time.
Knows this, but I'm gonna just throw a quick little another hack. Here we go, Lord. Okay. So there's different ways on how to pay off your credit. The first way is the avalanche, is what my chat is asking about.
Okay.
So what it is, and then he was asking what is the preferred way to pay off credit. And I think it said trade lines, and I was confused, but I think I know what you're talking about. So what you do is you got the avalanche credit, that's the highest, whatever high APR your credit is. So you pay all your debt, whatever is the highest, you start with that, and then you make your way on down. Now, the cool thing about that is you save more money, because the highest interest, they always charge you more money, right? So your goal is to get the highest off as soon as you can. When you pay off that high, then you go ahead and take that same amount of money and pay off the next one, then pay off the next one, then pay off the next one, and then go ahead and put the rest of it in a high yield savings account when you pay off. That's good. All right. But what I recommend is, I call it the thaw method, which is basically you got the avalanche, and you have a way where you don't pay off, I'm going to say, the highest. What you do is you pay off the highest. Yes, you start on that one. And then right under all the little ones, the ones where you can like take care of real quick, you go ahead and you attack them. So you're attacking them all off the same sides. And you're able to pay off your credit faster. But the best part is you have momentum, and you get to see the changes in your credit score, because with the avalanche, because it's the highest credit, that means it's going to have the highest balance. So it's going to take a little bit longer. But if you go ahead and pay off the little ones on top of the highest one, you will see a quicker turnaround in your debit. And the best part is you get so hyped up that you want to go ahead and put more money towards this and this and this. That is a gem, and I have not given out no more gems.
So here's what I would say, and this is why you guys, you have to take, listen, I definitely agree that, take this information, but also too, like, you got to figure out what works for you. Because I would say, right, and I'm gonna say a little different. I know the avalanche method, and I'm going to say the most preferred method that I use, that I also tell my clients, is the snowball method. So Trinita, welcome back in the snowball method. And I'm here's why I'm gonna tell you why. So the difference between the avalanche method, you guys, and the snowball method, when you're paying off debt, the avalanche method, welcome in. Thank you so much. The reason why I would say the avalanche method, you guys, if you are like a math nerd, right, and you don't want to pay more of the interest, the way that you're going to do the avalanche is you're going to list it from the highest interest first, not the balance. So if you have a high interest at 28% and your balance is at $10,000, that's the first thing that you want to tackle, because then it has the higher interest rate. Now, this is for the people that's like the math nerds, and you want to do all the calculations, and you're like, okay, I'm going to be paying more interest out in the long run, because you will. That is correct information. But if you're like me, right, or if you're like a lot of us here, I need the small momentums, especially, y'all, if you have a lot of debt to pay off, right? If you have $30,000 to $40,000 to $50,000 in debt, I would recommend the snowball method. And the snowball method, you guys, is listing your balances from lowest to highest. So if you have a credit card that's $500, and then you have another one that's $1,000, and you have another one that's $2,000. The reason why I say I'm going to tell you to start with a $500 one first, because if you have a mountain of debt to pay off, or if you have a lot, you need that quick momentum. I'm going to tell you, this is what was able for me to pay off. Last year, I paid off 3 credit cards, 3 student loans, and the method that I used was the snowball method. Because again, I started to see that momentum quickly. And I don't know about y'all, we live in a world that instant gratification, y'all. I needed some gratification that's like, okay, I can do this, okay? Because when you look at, I have 6 figures in debt, okay? So when you look at that, you be like, Lord, I ain't gonna never get out of debt, okay? I needed those small wins, y'all. If you need those small wins, I'm gonna tell you to do the snowball, okay? The $500, you pay off the first credit card, then you see the second one is $600, boom, and then you pay off the third one, and you like, oh, I can do this. So then when we do get to the higher ones, right, the $10,000 one, the $20,000 one, then you already had some momentum in you. And then also too, one of the things that I always talk about is now you can trust yourself to say that, you know what, I can do this. Because I think a lot of times we don't trust ourselves, like, Dad, can I really pay this off? Can I really do this? Now you already have some wins, right? Y'all already have some proof, some social proof that you can do it. So when you get down to that $10,000 card or whatever, it may take you a while to pay it off, but you already paid off so many cards prior to that. But again, both methods is good, because I do like Deshawn's method where she's saying take the highest interest rate. So let's say that the interest rate is 30%. And it's a high balance, paying that off, but then also working on the smaller ones. Yep. So
because momentum, to your friend point, momentum is the most key thing when you are trying to make a change in your financial life, in your financial health. Because the real truth is, it's momentum. It's also being able to keep yourself calm, also being able, like you said, believing in yourself, going ahead and having confidence. But the number one key, and I know friend and I know we want to say this, when you look at, when either method you look at, don't judge yourself when you put them all together, because it will come. You will be like, damn, excuse my language, but you're going to be like, damn, I was just up here just doing this and this. Don't let that stop you, and do not let that put you down. But above all else, always be smart, do your research, and follow your gut on what works for you. There's so many different type of methods, but whatever works for your money, that is what's going to work for you. And whatever you can keep on, whatever plan that makes you calm and makes you like keep you in yourself and keep you to your budget, that's what you work with. I know I had to give y'all the mom face on it, but when you're in the trenches and you're paying off that stuff and you mess around and you see a sale and you like, ooh, this look good, I don't feel like paying off this credit no more. I want to go out and make it. I wanted to do a little treat for myself. Don't do that. Don't do that. Just go and put it towards another card. Put it towards another money habit. Put it in a savings. Put it somewhere. All right, I'm done. But friend, I want to say something. What I love about what you said, because we were talking about the secured cards, right? That's how we all started with this. So what I love about the secured cards is, one, you're able to, what we talked about, get your credit right. You're also able to, I'm so sorry. You're also able to add your kids on. But another thing you can do with it is it's your credit limit. So you can go ahead and you can make the highest that you want. And you go ahead and you use that. And then what will happen is when you're done, they give you back your money. It doesn't just disappear.
They do.
It goes back into your money, and you could use it as, I like to say, a little savings hack. Yeah, it won't earn interest, but it is a way for you to fix your credit. It's locked up. And then all you got to do is just go ahead and put that in a high yield savings after you get the money. Because if you're opening like $1,000, like Fran just said or Janine said, that's $1,000 back to you. So just don't put that in another compound interest account.
Exactly. And that's honestly a smart move, you guys, because not only that, right? We done gave the bank the $1,000 for the secure card. You done boost your credit. And then usually, like again, depending on the bank, usually they'll have it for like a year. So after that year, again, you could put it in a high yield savings. Now we know that it's not gaining any interest at that point because it's a secure card. But again, this is one of the things that you can do to boost your credit, because just like I said, I was buying a house. If you're trying to buy a house, if you're trying to get a car, if you're looking into ways for you to get into the 800 club, okay, getting your credit together, these are some legitimate ways, because y'all, it's a lot of other ways to boost your credit and it's not legit. So I'm just saying that, but these are the legitimate ways for you to do it.
We should probably do a live on that, how to boost your credit, like the parts where we're not giving out
Dee Dee, welcome in. Let me know if you guys are getting some gems from this live. Put it in the chat. Put gems in the chat if you guys are learning some things. If you have any questions, let us know. Again, we want to make sure that I'm trying to get in the 700 club first, Keys. I know that's right, Keys. We gonna get you into the 700 club first. We definitely are. Okay. Dee Dee, welcome in. Let me know if you guys have any questions. Thank you so much for sharing out the live. We are at 18K, you guys. Make sure that you tap out the live and you share it out. Make sure. Jim Harris, you said Jim, friend, welcome in. Truly appreciate you. Jim, you getting some gems? Yes, I'm so glad that you're getting gems. And again, we truly appreciate you guys. And again, we're just talking about credit unions versus big banks, and give you some information for you to do some research. And again, one of the things, I want compound interest on $500. You want compound interest on $500? You can get compound interest on $500. You definitely can put it in a high yield savings account for sure. But I will say, this is what I will say, and this is one of the things that I talk about. The more money that you put into the high yield savings account, the more interest that you're going to gain, the compound interest. So I will say, for $500, you will get some compound interest on it. Now, is it a whole lot of money? No. I was going to say it because, again, the more money that you're putting into the high yield savings account, the more the more interest you're going to gain, right? So we can do the math of like 3% on 500. I don't know, anybody got a calculator? What's 3% of 500? We'll just do it for you. 10%
of 500 is like 50.
No, what 3%? I don't even got the 3% of 500, just to give you a roundabout how much you would make. I don't have a calculator here, y'all. Let somebody do it in the chat. Let's do 3.8% of $500. This is very low. I would tell you it's less than 50. I was so close to 730 a few years ago. Harris, well, we're gonna get you back, friend. If you were close to 730, we're gonna get you back. Okay. Make sure, listen. Like 7? No. Is it 15? Wait, Harris, is it 19? So it's $19, y'all. $19. Okay. Now again, y'all, $19 ain't gonna get you rich, okay? But it's $19 that you didn't have to do, okay? And again, that money that now it may start off with $19, which is $500, but if you are continuously putting money into the high yield savings account, that $19 will go up. If the savings account is at $1,000, then it's more compound interest. And if you put more money, so again, these are some of the habits that you want to do. Because I always talk about putting some systems in place, making sure that these are smart money habits that you want to start to do. And again, for you guys, one of the things that I'm learning, and just like there's no like get rich quick scheme, y'all. Like the get rich like type of thing is, listen, you want to say, if anybody like, yeah, you could become a millionaire tomorrow, run far away. I'm just gonna let you know, like the slow and steady, y'all. The slow and steady. That's talking about any investments, any type of slow and steady. invest your money slow and steady. You know what I mean? Make sure you're putting it into the S&P 500. Is that 3% of a monthly or yearly? Is that 3% monthly or yearly? 3% monthly.
Monthly.
Yeah. Because I would say in my high yield savings account, mine's I get like the interest every month. So every month, Art and Soul, welcome in. Every month, I get it. Mm-hmm.
So say, remember, guys, what she said is on 2 different times. That's why it's compound. So you got the month of 500, and then that's the monthly one, and then you have the extra interest on top of that. So that $19, that is the extra interest. So you get interest on top of that too, because it's the amount that's in there. That's the yearly one though. So it's that's how compound interest works. You got to remember it's 2 of them in that same account. But friend, let me ask you this.
Okay.
So in your experience, when has a time that a credit, other than with the house and stuff, when's the time that a credit union has actually saved you in like a real life situation? I would say, how can I explain it? Like with mine, when I had to do when they had reported, you know, they got the things off of my check systems. So has a credit union ever like given you a better, I would say, experience outside of what you told us? Anything else?
Has a credit union ever given
me?
I'm trying to think. Yes. Yeah, I will say. So I will say it was a time where I was like, I'm in a financial hardship, right? So it was a time where I said, you know what, I'm in a financial hardship right now. And the minimum payment on one of my credit cards was a little too much. And I called them, and what they did was they said they had a program. Ebony, welcome in. Thank you so much. If you guys can grab your daily heart me, I would truly appreciate it. Welcome in to all the new people that are here. We're talking about credit union versus big banks. And I will say that I asked them, I was like, you know what, I have a hardship. They actually said, okay, well, we have a special program where I think the interest rate at the time was like, let's say it was 20%. They said, this is what we'll do. We'll freeze your credit card, right? So we'll freeze it and we'll drop the interest rate down to 2%.
There we go.
They dropped the interest rate down for 2%, but the only caveat was that, okay, well, we're going to freeze your card because you can't really spend it. So again, these are some of the benefits that a member-focused credit union is going to do, because they cared about it and say, okay, since you're doing, a financial hardship right now, we're going to help you out as much as I can. So what did that do? Like, if people are like, okay, so what does that mean? What it did was my interest rate was at 20%, and then they dropped it down to 2%. So the minimum payment on the balance was much lower. So let's say that I was paying like maybe $300 or $400. It went down to like $100 or $200, and it allowed me to start putting more money on the credit card to get the principal down because the interest rate was lower. Exactly. So that's one of the things. And again, a member focused credit union is going to do. Them big banks, they say, I don't care if you got a high interest rate, girl, and I don't care if you in hardship or not. We don't care about that. We want the coins. I'm just saying. Yes.
And not these TikTok coins. They won't know. Think of them as wanting a whole TikTok universe every single time. More than what we want. They want it up front, right then and there. A whole lion, tigers and bears to go with the TikTok universe. I'm being funny. Don't mind me, y'all. No. And I asked that because I have had a situation other than the check systems where I had, now this one credit union that I love, this is, well, I have 3. So Safe is my number 1 credit union. I love them. I also have Chevron Federal Credit Union. But another one is Golden One. Yeah, I'll talk about Golden One because I actually have 4. So with Golden One, I used to work for Golden One, and I loved them so much. And what they did is they had an opportunity where when people, and a lot of credit unions do this, I noticed, where when people have certain hardships, they'll be able to negotiate. Either they'll negotiate within the credit union where basically they won't run your credit, they'll just figure out a whole payment plan with you, or they will go ahead and run your credit and see what you actually qualify for and then make that your payment, right? So it's kind of like a renegotiation. I forgot what we called it, but they will change that for you. And then the last thing is they will try to outsource. At the time when I was working there, they would outsource and try to see if they can help you make that payment off. Now, I bring this up because of the fact that when I did work there was this lady. She had a hardship. She had just lost a lot of her family. Her family was in this big accident. She was the only person that lived. She wasn't working. She was a work-at-home mom. So the person who was head of house had passed away, right? Now she was not the beneficiary of the account, so she couldn't even touch none of it. But she was a beneficiary of. She was on one of the accounts, not a beneficiary, but like she was in control of one, but she was in control of one of the other ones, right? So what they end up doing is, and she was on the loan. So what they end up doing is they worked out a plan with her, and then they have a service called skip a payment. So you can skip a payment twice with them, twice of the loan, right? Of the life of the loan. So some credit unions have it to where it's once a year or twice a year, and some of them have it just twice of the loan. So you gotta hold on to it. But basically, they just charge you like a payment fee, and then you skip your whole entire payment for that month, catch on whatever you need, and then go ahead and go on with life. Now, bring all that up to say this happened around the holidays. So instead of them taking a payment, they said, well, why don't you just skip a payment? We'll do this hardship with you. You go ahead and you make one payment. And then that next month, that following month, you skip a payment. We'll do the hardship with you for 3 months. And then you go ahead and you skip the next payment. So they worked it out with her to where she didn't lose her house. She had time to get into the money, but she also had time to find herself a job. And that was their goal. But at a bank, that wouldn't happen.
I absolutely love this. Do y'all hear that? The credit unions are saying skip a payment. You're a digital auntie. Welcome in. First of all, welcome in, you guys. Welcome in, Coach Chantel. Hey, friend. Hey, y'all. If I did not welcome you in, welcome in, you guys. Welcome in. We're talking about credit union versus big banks, y'all. We're talking about credit union versus big banks. And I'm here co-hosting with my favorite co-host, Tashawn, Queens in Confidence. You guys make sure you go and follow her. So she was just talking about a big bank, how they allow you to skip a payment. And I have seen this on, not a big bank, you guys, I'm sorry, credit union. And I have seen this as well, to skip a payment. And yes, this is one of the reasons why it's so important to get a credit union, because they do have programs and things like that for, because life is going to happen, you guys. We always say that life is definitely going. So you want to have a bank that understands, and can offer you something that, again, skipping a payment and putting it on back, putting it on the end of, the loan. Again, this is going to allow you to free you up some money for, that month, allow you to really get things in order. And just like you said, it allowed the lady to look for a job. And that's what you want. You want to be able to be with an institution that is going to help you in the hard times, because it's going to happen. And that's why we were talking about how it's so important to have a credit union. If you guys do not have a credit union, I don't know if we can convince you otherwise. But listen, make sure you do that. And Key said, I just did that with my car. Yes, Key. She said she just did that with my car, and again, yes. So this is some of the things. Yeah, she said she just did that with her car. So yes, you guys. So again, that is.
I had someone in my chat, they said they never knew that credit unions does this.
Yes. And I've seen it all the time. Absolutely.
They have their own policy. Some credit unions let you do it for a year. However long you have the car, yearly. Some of them are the loan, because they do it on mortgages too. Now on credit cards, I haven't seen it on there. seen it on any type of loan that has a secured, like a collateral or whatever. So a house, a car. They have those secured loans, like a secured credit card. They got the secured loans too, guys. You can use a little hack like that to do your credit. And they also have, what is it? Not the home loans, but the equity loans. They do that on those too. Any type of loan where it's not like a credit card, they do it. Most of them, but always check and see if your credit union does it. Look at all your services. But they are amazing and they're helpful. They love you. They want you to keep your money in there, y'all. Remember that. for you though, so they can continue on serving you. So that's why. Go ahead.
Okay, so and then I think the last credit union that I want to talk about, you guys, and it's a really, this is one of the newer ones, but I did talk about my experience with them, is Citadel Credit Union, you guys. So right now, I think their high yield savings account is around 3%. But again, I talked about the high yield savings account, and maybe we'll do a different live where we list like the top 3 high yield savings account. So 3%, you guys, to be honest, I mean, Citadel is the high yield. I mean, it's the credit union I'm talking about, Citadel. They're pretty, they're really, really good. Thank you. You're welcome. Again, their high yield savings account is at 3%. Honestly, I will say that there are other high yield savings accounts that has a higher interest. 3% is kind of on the lower end. I feel like if you want to do a high yield savings account, it needs to be like 3.5% minimum. So that needs to be the minimum 3.5% or higher. So if you can look out for the higher ones, definitely. And right now, Citadel has their certificates, their CDs, around 3.7% to 3.8%. And again, we talked about CDs, you guys. CDs may be an option for you. But one of the things that I would say for my personal experience with Citadel is, again, they were the recent ones that I did a consolidation with my credit cards. What do you think about SoFi? SoFi, Keish, I like SoFi. I do like SoFi. I think their interest rate, when I did do the live, it may be closer to 4%. I would say look it up, because again, the interest rates change depending on the market and everything like that. So, but SoFi is good. But these are one of the things too, is like these are online banks. So it's not like a bank that you actually can go into. That means your money is online. So I definitely like the online, for the emergency funds. But then I also, and the reason why I like this, like Citadel is close to me because y'all know I'm a cash stuffer. Okay. So I be needing to go to the bank and get my cash. And if you guys are doing the savings challenge, you guys, we make sure you saving it in your cash. So again, I do believe that, you can have the online banks, but make sure you just have a local bank that you can go to get some money out, to get some cash out. Define Balance, welcome in, friend. Welcome in. Thank you so much for grabbing your daily heart, me friend. Hey sis, welcome in. So yeah, so that's why I would say, but with Citadel, hey boo, welcome in. I would say that Citadel is really good. My kids, Rose, welcome in. My kids, I think the incentives that Citadel did for me was my kids also opened up an account, and I referred them, and they gave me $300, me and my sons. Yep. So again, y'all, these banks, $300 to my son. At first, my kids was like, "No, mom," but they did. Now again, y'all know it's caveats to it. They're not just giving y'all $300. I think one of the ones was you had to have a direct deposit going into your account, and I think you had to have 1,500 go into the account like within the 60 days or something. Like they give you some time to have direct deposits going in there. But we did receive the $300, both of us. My son had his direct deposit in there, and so did I. So again, these are like some incentives for you guys to do. They're not just doing it like for free, but again, you have to have a direct deposit. So again, I personally like to have a local credit union that I can go to, because I take my cash out and I use my envelopes. But I also like the online banks for like the emergency funds and things like that. So I do believe in having both.
So now this one is gonna knock you guys' socks off. Hope y'all ready for this one. First of all, before I start, Janine girl, let me see your hair, girl. It's cute. Let me see. Your hair. Let me see.
Oh, yeah. Oh,
really pretty.
Thank you so much. Oh, thank you so much for the corgi. Friend, Divine Balance. Thank you, friend. Thank you so much.
So you have basically locks, right?
Mm-hmm.
Not sister. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
How long have you had your hair? Your locks. How long have you had it?
I've had my locks for like well, you reached level 11. Like I don't know, 3 or 4 years probably at this point.
They're really pretty. I'm only asking because I'm thinking about doing a live journey.
Doing a what?
I want to do a live journey. I want to start growing my locks.
Oh, okay.
So we'll see. We'll talk about that.
Yeah.
Now, let me tell you, I just got distracted because the light hit, and I was like, "Ooh, that's cute." Let me tell y'all what's going to knock your socks off. So, did y'all know? And I know banks offer this too, but the difference is it's going to help a lot with taxes as well. Did y'all know that credit unions have health savings accounts? Yes. Do y'all know what health savings accounts is? Put it in the chat if you know what health savings account is. Or HSA.
HSA.
No.
Perry, welcome in. Let me know in the chat, you guys. Do you know what a health savings account is? Do you know what it is? You're like, I've heard about it, but I don't know. Put it in the chat, you guys. Let me know. Do you know what a health? No, ma'am, but I'm all ears. No, Perry, welcome in, friend. Welcome in. Listen, this is so good. I'm glad that you are here. Welcome. Jazz said no, Jazz, I'm surprised you don't know to help you. It's okay, but listen, this is so good. Yes, because we're all going to learn it. Welcome in, Perry. Thank you so much, you guys, for all the new people that are in the room. We are both financial coaches, okay? So make sure you guys connect with it. Make sure you grab your daily heart me. Make sure you go over there for Coins and Confidence, you guys. But truly appreciate. We're going to talk about it. This is so good. So we are going to talk about what a health savings account is. Go ahead.
So what a health savings account is, this is just clear. A lot of institutions offer this, and credit unions particularly offer this. What it is it allows you, after you get paid, right? You go ahead and you put your account into, I'm going to call it a sort of account that you can use for your health deductibles. Now, here's the cool thing. So let's say you go to the dentist and you're like, oh, they say, oh yeah, it's copay to clean your teeth, this, that. You pull out your insurance. Then all of a sudden, they hit you with it's a $500 copay. It's a $100 copay. It's a $50 copay, whatever your insurance is, right? So what happens is instead of you pulling out of your regular account, you pull out of your health savings account. Now here comes the cool part. Because they are after you get the money that you put in there after your paycheck. When you go to file your taxes, they ask you if you have a health savings account, and it becomes a deductible. So you can look it up. I don't know my tax code like that. I will tell you that every year I get to write off my health savings account. Now, my health savings account has saved me so many times. I just had a baby. I have a 9-month-old, and don't come for me in the chat. But I have a 16-year-old and I got a 19-year-old. Okay, don't be coming for me in the chat. So anyway, for my moms, y'all know, yes, and my parents, y'all know, I was right there, y'all, and then boom, whatever. But my whole point is, when I had my kid, my last baby, they had a nerve to charge me an emergency room fee because I had kind of scared, something happened. And what I end up doing is instead of pulling out of my account, I just went into my health savings account. Now, some people also have a flex pay account, which is like the federal one where you can get it through your job. And no, it's called something else. What is the FSA? What is it?
Family savings. That's usually for like daycares and stuff like that.
Yes, yes. So I have that through my job, but that one is not written off from taxes.
Right.
That health savings account is.
Right.
So that is a good thing. But anyway, it's good to have one because you never know when you need it. And the difference is you can actually, it's a card. They send you a card, they send you a debit card and everything. And it's something that you can use for two things when you're in a pinch with anything to do with health or anything to do, you can write off a lot of stuff with it. So, and when I say write stuff off, I mean like you can get a lot of money back with it. So like if you, for me, Janine, I was able to get, you know how they get those little face mask things or whatever? Swipe.
Oh, I'm very familiar with the health savings, and I'm gonna tell y'all my little take on it. So yes, yep.
And you know that watch that you got on your wrist, is that an Apple Watch?
I have one. Yep.
Swipe.
Oh, I know. Yep.
HSA.
Yep.
Anything that's eligible for your health, you're able to use that type of account and get that money back for yourself, and then you can write it off on taxes. Janine, go ahead.
I was about to say, absolutely. Health savings account. This is the HSA, right? This is what we're talking about. Health. Does the HSA balance roll over to the next year, or does it end yearly? I literally was about to talk about this, Jazz. Yes. So literally, health HSA, health savings account. I don't know why I'm getting tripped up on the words, but yes, you guys, health savings account is definitely good. And again, this is for all of your medical expenses, right? And don't just think about the doctors, but also the dentist. Think about vision. Think about co-pays. Think about, listen, ladies on here, listen, let me tell you something, because I use this all the time. When you have to get those personal things for the month, okay? Y'all know what I'm talking about. Put it in the chat. You can use your health savings account for that, okay? Listen, y'all know what I'm saying, okay? You can use that, okay? So don't just think about like co-pays and all that stuff. So many things that you can get on there. And yes, just like Sean was saying, I know that now they added mind blowing. Yes, Jazz, listen, because your girl used it all the time. Okay. So I used to go right into, listen, y'all know, right into CVS, get y'all what y'all need to get, and swipe it and get your on your health savings account. Okay. And then also too, Deshaun is right. I think now they have the mood rings, y'all. So have y'all ever seen the the rings where it does your like blood pressure, your sleep? And I'm actually thinking about getting one of these because my Apple Watch, I kind of want to track my sleeping, but my Apple Watch is too bulky. So again, you can get a ring, I think it's like the Aura ring or something like that. You can get that off of there, y'all. Okay. Listen, don't sleep on it. And I'm gonna talk about the 3 tax, it's triple tax advantage, you guys. Number one, this is why people like the the health savings account. Number one, the money grows tax free. So it comes out of your paycheck before the taxes. So that's number one. Money goes in tax free. Number two, money grows tax free. So interest and investment, it grows tax free. And then 3, money comes out tax free when it's qualified for, the medical expenses. So 3 tax-free advantages. It goes in tax-free, it grows tax-free, and it comes out tax-free. So what's the common denominator, you guys? Tax-free, okay? Tax-free. And Jazz, I definitely want to answer your question. Yes, you said a lot of HSAs will it can grow and the money can roll over the next year. You do not lose your money, and it rolls over year after year after year. So here's what I will say, y'all, right? For when I, when you get your financial coach, and again, we're financial coaches, not advisors. So one of the ways that I would say is, if you're at the point where you're investing your money, you have it in the S&P 500, you have your money and you're investing it. Another way to invest your money is you can max out these high yield savings. These HSAs, you can max that out as well. And that is another vehicle for you to build wealth with. Okay. So listen, I hope you guys are picking up these gems. This is what they pass for. Okay. I'm just saying, you listen, that would have been nice to know. I'm past the monthly thing though. Oh, well, listen, listen. Listen, you still, because probably with the enrollment with your job, screen record, you screen record. She said, listen, I'm screen recording all this. Well, listen, you could just hop on a call with us, send me a message, and we can talk about it, because that's what we're here for. We're here to give you some ideas of how to grow your money, of things that you can use, what is going to benefit you. This is what we are here for. But yeah, if you miss the enrollment for your job to get a health savings account, don't worry about it. But just think about when the enrollment comes around again, you can do it, or you look into a credit union. Go to a credit union, and you can also open it up that way as well. But listen, and again, you know what is so crazy, Sean? I feel like there's so many things that like I naturally do that I know that most people are like, oh, I didn't know that. And this live is just really eye-opening for me, because again, I've used the health savings account for a long time, you know what I mean? But I don't think I really talked about it too much like on my lives. But again, this is part of the strategies. These are some of the things that we talk about. And yeah, it's just like that. I really realized that I think since we're in it so much that it's like, man, we 64 years old here, retired. My retirement check goes into my high yield savings account. Love that. Love it, love it, love it. Miss Congeniality, welcome in, welcome in. Love it, love it, love it. Yes, I love that. Yes. Yes, 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 yes.
We get to share things like this. Hello, thank you. I love that we get to share things like this, because we want to make sure we get our people to grow, elevate them, help them understand that they don't have to do the normal. They can literally just look at their options and then be able to grow and understand and do the research and see how it works for them, because it's right there, but they don't tell us this. So it takes you and me to come on and do lives like this and help the people, because that's all we want to do is help the people. But that's another thing. Now, I know that there are some banks that have those type of things. I know there are, but most of the credit unions have those abilities for you. And it doesn't cost that much, and they're not as limited, So that's something that you can look into. But I was like, ooh, the health savings. Those are nice.
They are nice. They are nice. So let me know if you guys are getting some gems from this live. Make sure you get some gems. We hope that you learned some things. Is there another bank you want to talk about? Because I know I'm finished with mine.
So the last thing I want to talk about is there's always a mixed feeling about this credit union. Let me see if your chat knows what it is. It's Patelco. Anybody know about Patelco Credit Union? I wonder if that's one of those ones that's over here on the West Coast.
Probably.
Anything? No? Okay. So Patelco. I love Patelco in my experience is because, well, how can I say this without telling my business, because I'm an open book. So I'm trying to figure out how would I be able to share this without getting in trouble. Getting banned on TT. All right, so I'll just say this. So with Patelco, and a lot of other credit unions do this, but my particular situation was with Patelco. So with Patelco, they have investments and they have different types of insurance, right? Now, they have vehicle and car insurance, life insurance, and payment protection. Now, that's what I'm going to talk about. What payment protection is, so let's say you have a loan and you get sick, and I'm talking about like a credit card, a car, or even like a house, right? So they have a type of what payment protection is say if you get sick and you can't go to work or whatever have you, and you have payment protection on your loans, and you can add them for all of them, credit card, house, car, whatever, term, all of that. You pay a certain fee with your credit card, and what it'll do is it'll pay make your payments for you when you make a claim. So instead of your loan going into default, the type of insurance pays it for you. And that's called payment protection. So particularly, I had got this with my Citadel Credit when I had a car. Okay. I ended up losing my job. I was laid off for whatever reason. I won't say. Nothing bad happened, y'all. It was just, it just didn't work out. Okay, I'm gonna tell y'all. Somebody got feisty with me and I cussed them out. I did. We love you, but you gotta go. And I learned. This is when I was in my 20s. And so, long story short, I lost my job. I couldn't pay my car note. And so I had payment protection on there. Funny thing is, I didn't even know I had it on there. I was in my 20s and I was just signing. You know how you don't read anything and you're supposed to read everything, but I didn't. So I end up signing and saying yes, thank goodness, and then end up paying for my car for 4 months because it took 4 months for me to get a job, the next one. So what I recommend for those who have credit unions, take a look and see if they have some type of loan protection or payment protection. It is an extra service fee, but it will save you. Think of it like your insurance for you not to go on a default, for your credit to not get dropped, for it to have your back while you where you don't have to get your credit ran, or you don't have to do hardship, and you don't got to file for that. File for a claim or nothing. As far as like with your credit union, you could just get you some payment protection and see if it can help you. But that's another thing. That's what my experience was with them. They were nice.
Listen, if y'all did not get that gem from my friend, oh my gosh. Like, listen, I'm learning, y'all. Listen, and is it DeAndre's? Welcome in, friend. He said he followed me from. Yes, he said he followed me. Say you guys are gems on here. We appreciate you more than you know. And yes, we want to come on here and educate as much as we can. Listen, DeAndre, we're trying to get her to go live more often. Okay, we try to get her to go live more often because yes, we need to definitely. Yes, he said yes. So again, we can make sure that we educate the community as much as we can. But yes, listen. The pain. I told her that. He said he told you that, friend. Okay, he said he said you need to go. Like listen, I told her that as well. That listen, we both told her that, and I told her that it takes some time for people. Listen, I get it with your room. You think the room is rooming. It takes some time to get the engagement going. It's hard as a live host. Like, so we appreciate when you put things in the chat, when you kind of let us know, like, hey, you know what I mean? So again, I told her that. I know it's frustrating, but people get to know who you are. They get to like, trust, and know you when you're on live. You can ask questions and all that. And, again, when we're giving out, this information, people are like, okay, well, let me just see, because we are on here to make sure that we educate you, but also help you on your financial journey. I tell people all the time, listen, you need to have a financial coach and you need to have a financial advisor. Advisor is going to invest your money, and the coach is going to get your money together so you can invest, right? So again, the advisor, the two different things. You need to have a financial coach and you need to have a financial advisor. The coach is going to get you together, help you get out of debt, help you save some money, help you get on a budget. The financial advisor is going to help build your portfolio. It's going to help you invest. It's going to help you look at your retirement plan, look at your 401k. So these people are vital. And it's almost like you have a team of people, you guys. You know how you have that team of people? You need to have that. So again, we're not just thinking about today, but we're thinking about years from now. How can you grow money? How can you have a portfolio that's not only going to benefit you, but it's going to benefit your children's children? Because it says in the Bible that, a wise man, y'all, what does it say? Like, saves or prepares for their children's children. And listen, I may be paraphrasing it a little bit, but again, we want to be wise and we want to be good stewards of our money. And these is one of, having the money team is one of the ways. So make sure that you connect with my girl Tashon. Okay, y'all. I'd rather be in a small live host with education live first. People just be sitting there being cute. Oh, DeAndre, he said, listen, I'd rather be in a smaller live host with education than live that they do. DeAndre's, listen, they do, and some of them don't be. But listen, but then this is the crazy part, though, y'all. The ones that's been, and listen, no ills from any creators on here, but the ones that's then they're being cute. Listen, they getting the lions, y'all. They getting the TikTok universes. So I said, oh, what do I got to come on and be, well, what do I got to do? Because they sit up there being cute, okay. But they getting a lion stone across they stage. They getting, I said, Dad, we really helping you out with your, for years to come, for your family, because if you get the moms together, if we're getting, your finances together, that's going to affect your family. That's going to affect your children. That's going to affect your grandchildren. It's generational wealth that you could be building for your children's children's children. So it's going to affect you in a way. But again, I'm just saying, we ain't getting no lion stone across the screen, y'all. I mean, we open to it if Enigma was just want to come in and bless us in a way. We're open to it, but no, not this kidding, y'all. That's what we're here for. I truly love this community. But again, I know I be seeing on the app, I be like, Dad, y'all, the lions be throwing them, probably like, Lord, but it is what it is. Our time will come. Definitely, I believe in that's why I'm a Christian financial coach. And I definitely believe that God will bless our business in a season. And, it may not come from one way, maybe on this app, but it may become another way, a collaboration, a deal, or something like that. So I definitely believe that God will definitely bless our business in a way. So,
yeah. Amen. So I wanted to share one more thing. And a lot of all my every credit union that I have been a part of, and Janine helped me out with this, and people in the chats in both the rooms and on the YT. Have y'all heard of, how like every institution does like community events and they try to do community outreach and stuff like that? So what I love about credit unions, they do this really multiple ways. Well, okay, maybe I got like 3 more things to say, and I'm done, I promise. So, I promise, I'm sorry. So the first thing how they do outreach, is they actually have events for their members where they celebrate their members. And they call it Member Appreciation Day. And in every credit union, they all have different locations, right? So each location, for the most part, they either have a big old one where they celebrate, or each location is celebrating individually. So either they'll have you come out to they'll go out to the community and they have a big old event, or you come into the credit union and they either do food drives, they do small, they do what is it called? Like you refer a friend, you get an extra part of money kind of thing, like that. They also do feeding like the homeless. They do things like, this one, I'm looking at the telco, they do what they call a year-round virtual food drive. You see, so they basically get into the community and they celebrate the members that way. So they either celebrate, they do food, they have a party, or they'll basically go out and take donations from members and give it to the public. So they do that. Now, I know some banks do that, but I feel like they do it in a way because they're trying to write off money. That's not the point. Because everybody needs to write money off. But I'm going to say that they are more into their credit. They're into their community. So that's the first 2 ways. The last way is they do what they call Telco calls it financial wellness, right? So they have webinars where they teach you how to be better, different money habits. They also have resources that you can look up about rebuilding your debt. They have what they call member relief. And member relief is basically hold on, let me look at this. Oh, it's a support center. So how it works is, this is the one where they help you pay off your stuff. I'm sorry, it's like payment protection, my bad. Okay. So they're just resources, and you read up on stuff and you get yourself better. But the other thing is they actually have financial education services where they literally, in person, you come and you literally can learn about whatever financial topic you want to learn about. And then they don't have it to where like me and Janine, where we have a personalized like program for you. It's not like that. It's just like general information that you can YouTube, you can put on the thing, but they do it in person and they're there to ask you questions because what they want to do is they want to get you in a financial state where I'm going to say like move your money in place or give you the education to move your money in place to be able to again put your money into their bank or into their credit union, into their institution. So that's why they have these type of things where you can learn about all this stuff in depth with like a banker. I know it was a long face, but I had to tell you all that.
So these are some of the benefits of having a credit union, you guys. This is some of the benefits. And again, like the outreach programs that Tishawn is talking about, I know my credit union does, like they did recently, like when it was the summertime, they had like ice cream for like the kids and stuff like that. So again, you want to make sure that you bank a super fan. Trisha say, hey, welcome in. You definitely want to make sure that you bank with a bank that's not only going to support you, but it's going to support your family and that is member focused. Thank you so much for grabbing your daily heart, my friend. Welcome in. So,
and which I don't like this because it's something that I do. It's okay. They teach your kids about money too. So they have what they call Kids Club, and how Kids Club works, and this is a lot through all the 3 credit unions or 4 credit unions I recommend it. What they do is it's called a Kid Club account, and they go in and they basically walk with the kid. They have the kid come in, the kid walks in there, they deposit the kid, they talk to the kid as if the kid is the banker. I mean, not the banker, but the customer, because they are the customer, but as if they're like the adult. And they teach them all kind of questions, they ask them all kind of questions, they show them how to write it out. Hey, Nurse Healer, how you doing? They show them how to write it out, the deposits, the withdrawals, all that, and know how to work the ATM card, the whole thing.
Okay, yeah. Good.
Cool.
Okay, I'm done now. Well, we want to definitely be aware of you guys' time. If you guys are on here and you learned some things, make sure again that you connect with Tishawn, you guys, Coins and Confidence. Okay, make sure you connect. If you guys have any questions, always send us a DM. I do want to be aware of your time. I know we've been on here for 2 hours, friend. I'm just looking. I'm like, listen, we can chat about finances all day, y'all. I will connect. Yes. Make sure. And then also too, I'm sending out an email to you guys. Look out for an email for everybody that joined the savings challenge. I will be coming back on tomorrow, you guys, because I want to make sure weekly. So we are in week 1 of the savings challenge. I'm going to send out an email. I'm going to put the time on there. If you joined the savings challenge, make sure that you look out for your emails. I'm going to send it out to everybody that joined it, and I will be on live tomorrow just to kind of encourage you guys to kind of, let's see how much you save. We definitely want to be held, the accountability. And yeah, I just want to make sure that I'm just not like, all right, we're doing a saving challenge and I'm not checking in with you guys. So I know every week I am going to make sure that I do a live that's specifically for everybody that joins the savings challenge. If you didn't join, I'm sorry, y'all. The savings challenge, the enrollment has closed, but it will be another different thing that I will be doing in Q2 because this savings challenge is until April the 9th. I will be doing something else. So look out for it, y'all. So when I tell y'all to sign up for it, okay? But I will be having something else coming out in Q2. So I was on here telling my communities, I kind of like rolling out stuff every quarter, okay? I like that. So the savings challenge was the first quarter. Look out for what's coming next in the second quarter. Y'all going to love it. I'm just saying. Y'all going to love it. So make sure, I hope I made it in, friend. You made it in, friend. You made it in. Trisha, you made it in, friend. Yes. So if you guys have an email from me, again, I'm gonna make sure that I email all you guys. I'm gonna stay connected, and that's why I say, listen, y'all, if y'all join the savings challenge, this is how I'm able to keep up, So yeah, you made it in. I will send out an email within the next hour or so just to give y'all information on the live that I will do tomorrow. But again, if you're like, dang, I missed the savings challenge, it's okay because we're gonna do more. We're gonna do more conferences and webinars. And two, we'll do stuff more, you guys, off of the platform a little bit. And again, I know TT is very jealous, y'all, but I feel like I have a few questions and I will DM you. Absolutely. DM me, or you can text me, friend. You have my number. Make sure you text me. I feel like this app is so limited, y'all. You know, it's be careful what we say. We can't say this, we can't say this. And so I think that, you know, I know in the future I will be coming out with more things that will be off of this, you know, because again, looking on this stream, doing this and that third, it's just a lot and it's very limited. And you know, as a TikTok live host, y'all, you know, I can get R's and all that stuff. So it's just a lot. So make sure I will text you. Yes. So make sure you guys look out for that. Again, I hope that this live blessed you guys. Listen, if you did not get, I learned from Tashawn today. Okay, listen, I'm just saying, I'm the financial coach, and I learned. And I'm like, wait a minute. If you guys listen, if you guys have not connected with her, I have been saying that I was going to stop by so I can come learn. Yes, listen, Charlene, I know. I'm so glad that you're here. Again, we were talking about the thank you so much for the Sunday bowls. Sorry, I walked away to do some house chores. I missed the live. Perry, it's okay. Make sure that we're connected, friend. Hello, Rebecca. Hello. I don't know if we're connected, Perry, but if you grab your daily heart, you'll stay connected to me. And you'll, you know, be in the grace community as well. And it's okay. We'll do more lives like this. You know, this is not the first nor last. I think the next one that I will be doing, you guys, is I am going to do I don't know if it's going to be a webinar, but look out for, I'm going to do it on life insurance. Me and another creator. You guys, if you do not have a life insurance, and first, let me just say this caveat right now. I'm pretty sure a lot of y'all may have life insurance from your job. And let me just tell you, the life insurance from your job is not enough. I'm just going to say that right now. I'm going to say it right now. So make sure you stay connected with us. Make sure you follow. Make sure, again, grab your daily heart me so you can get all the information. But listen, y'all, I promise you, I will be doing a live. I will connect now. I was initially scrolling and then had to walk away from my computer. Listen, Perry, I understand. I understand, friend, with the scrolling. We truly understand. But again, I'm so glad that you're here. Make sure that you connect with all of the with Tashawn as well. And again, that's what we are here for. But I will just say, for all the moms here, for all the single moms, everybody watching, listen, this life insurance live that I am going to webinar I'm going to do, you better make sure you on it, okay? For all the single moms, right? If something happened to you today or tomorrow, you need to make sure that your children and your family is protected. Yes. You're a single mom of 2. Period. I'm a single mom of 3 friends, so you are in the right room, okay? Yeah. When I tell you the life insurance is critical, the will, to write your will is critical, to have an estate plan, all of the things that we are going to be talking about in this live, you guys, for everybody. Again, how many times do y'all see people doing GoFundMe, y'all? How many times do you see people, you know, raising a fund because they don't, you know, have the life insurance? It's so important. And I know I went on a different tangent, y'all, but I'm just so passionate because I'm telling you, as a single mom, I just got my life. Like, I had life insurance, but I did not have enough. And I did not understand really like the ins and outs. You need to make, I don't care if you're 20 years old or you 60 years old. Not only do you have to have life insurance, you need to have a will. You need to have a will. Okay.
And outside of that, trust. The trust is going to help you with, they call it probates, but it's basically when someone passes away and everything goes inside of the court, you ain't got to worry about that with a trust. So have a trust and a will. Sorry, another gem drop.
Listen, Jazz says, I work in a trust and estate department. People are so unaware. Jazz, when I tell you, I was one of them. And again, what do they say in the Bible? We fell for lack of knowledge, you guys. We perish because we don't have the knowledge. So that's why we're on here, to educate you guys as much as we can, But here's another thing I will say. A lot of people will take the information. I'm just going to say, no one tells people. Exactly, Jazz. No one tells people, but I will say some people are aware and they don't do anything. I'm just saying, we just gonna put it out there. Some people are aware and they don't do anything, or they put it off. Say, you know what? All right, I'm gonna do my will. I'm gonna do it. You constantly say that, and then you never do it. Okay. So again, that's why we can't do this alone. We have to walk alongside, as a community, making sure being held accountable. That's the whole, purpose of it. And this is exactly why. So I hope you guys got some gems. Look out for all of the things that are coming. I'm so excited. We're definitely gonna be doing more lives. Tishon, listen, this is my partner in crime, y'all. This is my money coach partner in crime. This is not gonna be the last live, you guys. I'm just saying. We're going to definitely do more. Hopefully you guys got some gems for everybody watching on the YT and the Book of Faces. We truly appreciate you guys. We definitely want to be aware of your time. And if that's it, Tishon, let me know if you want to say anything else.
I wanted to say thank you for inviting me to do a co-live with you. I learned a lot, and I was so starstruck when I came into your room.
Starstruck? What?
No, because you're very smart and you care about your community a lot, and they definitely learned a lot from you, and you really do help your people. So I just wanted to say that I wanted to be a part of that, and I really do thank you for inviting me. I had a really good time. I cannot wait to do it again. We definitely need to talk about secured cards or secured loans. I think that would be a good buy. And definitely share when you're doing the insurance, because I got some gems on insurance too, which I was talking about with the IULs. But I'm not licensed to go into the numbers, but I am able to talk about mine.
Okay. Yeah, so I'm going to get I'm definitely going to get the creator that is licensed to do she does the insurance, so we definitely will talk about it. I just would be more definitely educating, but listen, y'all, it's just going to be gems dropped. Okay. Listen, and I think I said in my community before, I was like, I think last year, I'm like, I'm going to do the life insurance one. I kept saying it. So listen, I didn't forget about you guys, but we have the 9 to 5, y'all, and building a business at the same time. We're trying to do so much, but we bringing it to you. I promise you, we are bringing it to you for sure.
Okay. I'm gonna let you go because I've decided that I'm gonna stay on live since my baby is asleep, and I'm gonna go ahead and redo my because I did my thing earlier today with the how to get a portion of your paycheck back. And I'm thinking about doing it again on my TT channel because I had trouble trying to cast it off the app, so I figured I'll try to cast it again. Okay. And get used to doing these lives. Get some more content out. Why not?
Yeah.
So I'm excited. If anybody wants to come over, this is what I'm gonna be doing. I'm gonna set up, and I will go from there. So I'll let you go. I'll do some setup, but I'll probably be calling you friend because it was hard trying to do it for me.
Oh, yeah.
It'll be easier for me on TikTok. So
yes, it's a lot. So all the technical difficulties. Yep, definitely.
Friend, see you later.
See ya. Okay.
Bye, guys. Thanks again for letting me speak.
Thank you, ladies. Yep, you're welcome. Let's see. Let me see if I.
There we go.
Okay. Thank you, y'all. Thank y'all so much. Everybody, thank you so much, you guys. I will see. I truly appreciate y'all for hanging